Hi, this is Mike Regan with TranzAct's 2-minute warning for the week of May 28th. Folks, last week I had the opportunity to participate in one of my favorite events. It's the Wolfe Trahan annual conference, and Ed Wolfe and his team do a fabulous job of bringing together some great resources that can really give you an in-depth understanding of what's happening in the transportation sector. Now, most of the people that participate in these panel discussions are the senior executives of the major transportation companies. And then Ed also invites people such as myself and others that are part of the third-party logistics market. Now, based on what transpired at this meeting last week, I learned some extremely important information that I'd like to share with you. The first thing we need to know is that, in the words of one of the senior executives from a major truckload carrier, assets matter. In other words, what he was saying is that the fact that the carriers own their equipment will give them a very significant advantage if the economy picks up. The second thing we learned was that the carriers have done an outstanding job of using activity-based costing models in order to understand the cost of doing business with each and every one of their customers. So they are in a much better position to determine the magnitude of increases that are going to be necessary in order for that business to be profitable. And then the third thing we learned is that the carriers have no plans to add capacity unless they are confident that the financial returns they'll be getting are sufficient and attractive enough to make the kind of investments necessary to build out the fleet. Now, you add all three of these things up. The fact of the matter is, shippers are looking at a rate environment that could go significantly higher, especially if some of the other things that these carriers talked about occur. For example, the need to pay drivers more in the future. If the economy picks up and construction builds up, it's going to take the driver supply issue and make that much more significant for both carriers and shippers. Now, one of the other things we'd like to encourage you to do is to take advantage of the information that comes from a lot of these financial institutions. For example, we've included a link at TranzAct.com, and you can get the Wolfe Trahan survey that they put out each and every quarter. It is a tremendous compendium of information. And with each 2-minute warning, we want to remind you, we're on your team and we're here to help. So if you have any comments or questions, or you'd like more information about where the transportation marketplace is headed, give us a call today. Thanks for your time.